What is up, YouTube? I'm Gallight74 here, bringing you our Week 1 IBA battle. And this week we are facing the Memphis Bewears, coached by the commissioner himself, Odds. Make sure to go check out his link, and as well as all the other coaches' links in the description below. Odds is amazing. He's done everything for this league that you could possibly do. I put in the description, as I'm going to say now, he's one of the hardest working people I've ever seen in the community. So, again, big shout-outs to Odds, and I would like to thank him for the battle. Of course, I had a really fun battle. This is post-comp, as you guys are noticing. I did have a live comp originally, but then we DC'd in the battle. As you'll see, I didn't actually show you the entire battle, and it's okay because the first half that we ended up disconnecting, no Pokemon went down, and nothing extremely significant went down. I'll explain in a few seconds what happened, but yeah, make sure you guys go like this video if you enjoy. Okay, I guess I'll explain now. Yeah, we DC'd when we were like a half hour into the battle. I do have the content, but I decided I don't talk when I live comp, and I thought it'd be pretty boring for you guys just to sit there and kind of just wait turn by turn. The whole point of live comp is to hear your thoughts live, and I don't say my thoughts live really, so I thought it was kind of pointless at this point. But during the first half of the battle, realistically, the only thing that really happened was I got he brought Naganadel, as you can see. I got him really low. I got Suicune down to half. Megalopony was poisoned, as I had brought, and it was down to like half as well. And Toxapex was kind of low. So that's our health. There's a few other tweaks as well. Like I think Raikou had a little less health than when we made the recreation, and Suicune was frozen. But we decided to leave those things apart, so we kind of set each other even. I don't know whose side the DC was on. It don't matter. I apologize. It throws people off in battle. It threw him off. It threw me off. You'll see in the battle why it threw us both off. But yeah, he did bring the he brought the Rapidash and the Audino, which I was not expecting, as you saw in the team builder. Team builder will be in the description, by the way, as well. That went up yesterday, so go check that out. That's what that's where my team is and why I brought everything. So I'm not gonna explain that in this video. But yeah, to reiterate, he did bring the Rapidash. He brought the Naganadel, the Mega Diancie, Audino, Suicune, and the Zapdos. And for some reason, my screen is really annoying me right now. So that was his team he brought. One more point before we get right into the second half of the battle, the more important part. This video is going up late. I want to apologize to everyone that was looking forward to this battle. My computer crashed the night before. I was supposed to upload this on Saturday, and my computer crashed the night before when I was exporting the video, coincidentally, and I went to a concert all Saturday, so I was not around to do anything for the video Saturday. That's why my voice might be a little shot in this video as well. And then Sunday I got kind of busy. So, and then finally, today is Monday as I'm recording this, and it's gonna go up tomorrow. So next week should be on track, unless my computer like just dies on me. I don't know. So yeah, again, apologies for that, but the video is gonna go up, as you know, you'll see this. So yeah, we're gonna go into the battle now. Oh, and lastly, this layout is mine because I don't have one at the moment. It's kind of like a throw together layout last second. It's not that great looking, but it'll do the job. So just want to let you know that. I'm gonna try and get one as fast as I can. Okay, so we are back at the point of the battle where we were recreating it. So yeah, this battle of videos is 45 turns. We're at turn 18. This is where we left off when we DC'd. So I was iron heading the Mega Diancie there. So now, yeah, he knew that was gonna happen. So like, because with the recreation. But now we're getting into the real battle. So at this point, you guys probably don't understand where in context we are in the battle. So I again apologize for this happening. But as I mentioned in Team Builder, Raikou is my main counter, the Zapdos, as it can't really take the biggest amount of hits, but it two-shots it with Thunderbolt. That Thunderbolt is not going to do too much to Raikou because it's got natural, nice special bulk. I did learn that Zapdos' only attacking move is Thunderbolt in this matchup, so I learned that I can just switch it on at any time. This Audino was a pain in the ass. It's got Wish, Protect, and Toxic, as I know of right now. And I just wanted the Volt Switch out of there because I knew the thing was coming in there. Every time I brought Raikou in, the Audino just came in. So I didn't really have a good answer for this thing, considering I had Lopunny with high jump kick, but it was poisoned, and it's got Protect, and, you know, 50% health. I'm not trying to risk that. So my Serene is my second best answer. I decided here to knock off, because knocking off any item would be good. I learned that Rapidash does have the the Ground EMZ, my bad. He used it in the battle before the DC, but it was like on a hit Paladon, so it didn't even do much. So that's the only thing I can really knock off. I can't knock off, but even then, it's still damaged. So now I U-turn out because I don't really have the greatest plan here. I go back out into Megalopony here. Hopefully he would go for Protect for that turn, but he actually doesn't. He goes for Encore. thinking, oh, if he goes for protect, I can get a free high jump kick off. But now, since he did not protect, he's probably just going to protect this turn. Now, I don't want to take any more poison damage because this Lopunny is very useful. So again, he goes for protect. I believe I baton pass out here, so I go right back. Yeah, okay. I baton pass out here, and I go into Serena because Serena is my second best answer to this Audino, because this Serena does have aromatherapy, and if Audino's only got one attacking move possibly, and it's not going to do much because Audino's offensive presence is kind of trash. So I'm just going to try and do as much damage as I possibly can to these Audino with Trop Kick. Trop Kick's doing a decent amount of damage considering he's more especially bulky. But okay, but he actually withdraws here, and he goes out into the Rapidash. Now, I believe I made a good play here, and I went for the knockoff, and I actually didn't make a good play. I thought I went for U-turn for some reason, but I didn't. He's just going to get all the health back, but that's fine, because I have a really free switch into either Toxapex or Hippowdon, depending on what I want to switch into. I decided here to go into Hippowdon, because I didn't want to risk like a wild charge, considering my Toxapex is at half health right now. I can't take two of them. I do like the regenerator boost, but it's not going to be worth it. So yeah, he goes for the Flame Charge, which was pretty scary. I didn't think about it at first, but Flame Charge is actually really scary if my Hippowdon goes down. So luckily, I need to keep this thing around for the Hippowdon. Rapidash does take Rocky Helmet damage and a little bit of sand damage. The sand chip damage is really helping out a little bit, in my opinion. But yeah, here we can go for the Stealth Rocks, because if Zapdos comes in, which Zapdos has been coming in a lot, it will have to defog them away, take a turn to defog them away. So that was my thought process there. He brings in Suicune. Suicune's got Hydro Pump, I did learn like earlier in the battle, which was kind of unusual. And it's pretty fast. So like, I was thinking, oh, this might be an offensive Suicune. Well, I know it's offensive Suicune, but I don't know what moves it's going to have. So I go into Toxapex. I knowing Toxapex is especially bulky, you can take any hits I can. And it turns out that he actually made a really good move here and predicted my Toxapex to come in. So he went for the extra sensory, and that does like a load of damage. I'm just like, whoa, I'm blown away by that. So I'm thinking this thing is either Expert Belt or Choice Specs of all things. And I'm just like thinking there's no way this thing is, but looking on the surface of it, it definitely is. I have to withdraw now, knowing, thinking I'm a Scalfy Spec. So I go into Raikou. I know it's going to take a lot of damage. Now this is pretty big into the matchup right here. I learned that he does go for extra sensory, so he is Choice Specs, no doubt. He's not Scarf with that damage he's doing. But this is where Raikou's really low, and I need to make a move here, because I'm not going to win if I don't make a move. So I'm thinking Thunderbolt hits everything on his team. And Audino can't take two of them now, thanks to the Serena's job at what health it's at. So you see here, he does come back into the Audino. And you'll see with this Life Orb Thunderbolt, it does a load of damage to this thing. And so I'm thinking he's going to either protect, stall out Sand, but the Sand just goes away. So he makes a really big misplay here, in my opinion. And he knows it too, and we discussed this, we know it after the battle. He goes into Zapdos, and he is willing to take this Thunderbolt. Now, after the Rocks damage, which is very important, he can't take a second one. He definitely cannot take a second one. Now, I'm thinking he's going to sack something off here, and luckily he stays in with the Zapdos, and Zapdos goes down, being the first kill of the game. Raikou is going to go down the Life Orb, but that Zapdos was the biggest problem on my team, because without Raikou, I basically couldn't kill that thing, unless I made right predictions with Hippowdon. So, getting rid of Zapdos was absolutely huge for my team. I sent in Serena here because I was predicting Deontay. I was basically thinking Deontay would come in, so that was a really good play on my part. He's going to switch out here, I believe. Yeah, he does. But yeah, again, that Zapdos going down was huge. I traded for Raikou, which is just fine. I can find other ways to take down Suicune now. Now, this is where the Rocks are also here to stay. So, like, he's going to start having some problems switching around a lot. I go for the Trop Kick here just for pure damage. Rapidash is really low. Well, it can't come back in again unless it gets a Wish. No, it can't even come back in again at all because Rocks activate first, I believe. So, yeah, knowing this Rapidash is basically just dead weight now, I send in Hippowdon to take the hit because I know Hippowdon can take the hit the best considering Toxapex is still pretty low. He does just go for the Flare Blitz here, so it's going to do a little more than Flame Charge. But that's fine. My Hippowdon's pretty defensive. It's got a little special bulk in it, but it's mostly defensive. He gets the burn, which is kind of unfortunate, but realistically, it doesn't matter too much. Rapidash does die to the recoil, and now with Rapidash gone, I don't really need Hippowdon as much anymore. Rapidash and Zapdos being gone, Hippowdon's just kind of useless at this point. He does send in the Suicune like I thought. He's going to take a little bit of rock damage. You see, this chip damage is starting to rack up on him, and I'm really enjoying it. And I remember, Naganadal's in the back, he's really low. Deontay's still existent. but I wait to deal with that. He's going to go for the hydro pump and just knock us out. I decided I didn't want to sack anything off besides hit Powdon. So there goes Suicune there. I mean, there goes a Powdon there, which is fine. I didn't want to take any damage. But now with Zapdos gone and Rapidash gone with Flame Body and Static respectively, Mega Lopunny can just come in and click High Jump Kick. Audino's not in the field to hit Protect. So this is my chance to get a free kill, and I do here as he does sack off the Suicune. He could have sacked off the Suicune earlier. This battle would have been a whole different story, but that's what are you going to do about it? We're going to take what we can get. Okay, Mega Lopunny going to take a little more extra chip damage. Now, I know Mega Lopunny can win me the rest of this battle, but I don't want to, take 50% and die to a Protect from Audino. So here, I do end up deciding to switch out. I believe I go into Serena or Skarmory? I go into Serena here first. Now, since I am poisoned, Mega Lopunny is, I can actually aromatherapy it up now because it can't be paralyzed again. I'd rather it be poisoned than paralyzed, but if there's no option for it to be paralyzed, I would just get rid of the poison now. So here, I believe I do go for the aromatherapy as he just protects, which is perfect for me. Gets rid of the poison. Toxapex was paralyzed, so it got rid of the paralysis on Toxapex as well. So I guess that's always useful. So he's going to get his wish up, which is fine, because I did learn that Audino's last move soon. And you'll see why it's so important in a second. So I'm not sure. I believe I'll go for Trop Kick this turn. I do. Okay, I go for Trop Kick this turn. He's going to go for another wish, I believe. I lower his attack. That's what always happens. He goes for Toxic. My bad. So he goes for Toxic here, trying to get some damage on the Serena, trying to whittle it down. He does know that I have aromatherapy, but at this point, he's got to do something to get damage on my Pokemon, because Mega Diancie is basically his only huge offensive presence left. Here, I go out to Skarmory because I'm thinking Audino has Toxic, Wish, Protect. There's no way its last move is going to hit me, and it's got an Encore, actually, so it doesn't even have an attacking move. So if I had Taunt on a Pokemon, this thing would be shut down completely. Luckily, Skarmory shuts down all three of his last Pokemon, being in Naganadel, Mega Diancie, and Audino. I have to be careful of Naganadel because I'm not faster in it, and it does have Thunderbolt, as I learned as it used on Toxapex earlier in the prior part of it, as I mentioned it 1,000 times. So I'm thinking, I don't know what he's gonna do here. He's gonna lose. He's in a losing battle eventually. It's just in a stalling battle. Here he switches out, makes the big boy play, and goes into Naganadel. Now, I do end up going for Iron Head. If I didn't go for an attacking move, this would be very scary, but I did go for the Iron Head, and with it such low health, and Skarmory's, decent attack, I guess, and Naganadel's just got no defense, so there goes Naganadel. At this point, the battle is basically over. Skarmory just finishes up because he can't touch, Mega Diancie can't touch it, Audino definitely can't touch it, so that's kind of it at this point. Regenerator Audino, it's kind of annoying. I forgot Audino had Regenerator, to be honest. So when it came in the first time earlier, I was shook. So here I'm going for the Iron Head because I think I'm going for the flinch. I'm a scumbag like that, and I do get it. I just didn't want the battle to stall out anymore. I knew it was a winning battle, but, because Mega Diancie, I learned, Mega Diancie's got Magnet Rise, okay? Earlier in the battle, I wish I could show you guys. Hippowdon, I had Earthquake on Hippowdon, and I went for it on Mega Diancie, and I was confused on why in the world he stayed in. So I looked the other way, and I looked back, and he was up in the air, and I was shook. But he doesn't have a HP Fire, so there's that. But as I was talking over, Audino does die to the Brave Bird, I believe. And lastly, just gonna send a Mega Diancie. Mega Diancie cannot one-shot Skarmory unless I get the Mega Crit of all time, and even then, Mega Lopunny can come in and just click HJK. He sets up Calm Mind for the off chance I misclicked for whatever reason. But that's basically the battle right here. I'm just gonna go for Iron Head, and Mega Diancie is not living this Iron Head any day of the week. So yeah, that is the week 1 battle of the IBA. I would like to thank you guys so much for watching. I thought it was a really fun battle. Again, DC suck, but what can you do about them? So yeah, that's it. This is going up late, so that meaning our week 2 battle will be coming up earlier than you would expect. The team builder should be up if this is going up on Tuesday, on Friday, the week 2 team builder should go up, as that video is almost ready and done already, so that's good. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like. Leave any critiques you got in the comments, but be constructive about it. Don't be a little dick. Thank you again all for watching. Thank you for Odds for just being an amazing person, awesome battler and all. And that's all I gotta say. I'll see you in the next one, and have a fantastic day.